He thinks everything's fine. He's just sitting there literally staring at a tree. That's a big tree. I wonder how long that tree's been there. What kind of tree is that? And then all of a sudden they hear from across the table, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
You're on your heels, you're like, wait, I was literally thinking about a tree.
Oh my God.
If I say I'm thinking about a tree, do I sound like
an stupid,
insensitive asshole?
And I think happy wife, happy life is about acknowledging the amount of thought and energy and effort that women are constantly putting towards their families and their households. And I think that's it now. It's not even like, just keep her happy, acknowledge her.
So it's really, you think it's more of an understanding from the man that the woman thinks about life in terms that you probably don't necessarily all the time. Because women do think different than men. Because women are more complex than men, in my opinion. Men are pretty simple. I feel like men seem to have less distractions, kind of getting them off balance than women do.
Yeah. Single track mind, I think, is the way that I look at it. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's blinders. Yeah. Like, and
tunnel
it's
vision, baby.
But it's not even that I put the blinders on purpose, because I can't see. That stuff doesn't exist. My peripheries don't exist. Like, I can't focus on more than one thing at a time.
Which leads me to this.
Uh-oh. Pinky point.
No. The question that just derails every man's tunnel vision. Just like he thinks everything's fine. He's just sitting there literally staring at a tree. That's a big tree. I wonder how long that tree's been there. What kind of tree is that? And then all of a sudden they hear from across the table, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
And it's literally like,
the tree.
Like, you're on your heels. You're like, wait, I was literally thinking about a tree.
Oh my God.
If I say I'm thinking about a tree, do I sound like
an stupid,
insensitive asshole? And it's like, you, sweetie, like, or like, what do you, so first of all, two-part question.
Great.
Why do you women have to do that when we're thinking about trees or cookies or like, literally sometimes nothing? Like literally, I'm so capable of thinking about nothing. And then what do you expect us to say?
Yeah, I think it's because, oh my God, I do this to my boyfriend all the time.
You're a horrible person.
Hey!
Apologize. Text him now and apologize.
Apologize to that man.
What are you thinking? What's on your mind? I think the idea that you guys can honestly not have anything on your mind just baffles us, because we don't. Very few of us have this ability. So when we see you just kind of like staring into blank space, we're instantly being like, oh my God, if that was me staring into blank space, it's because there's a whole Broadway show happening in my mind right now, and I'm just like thinking about it.
Our relationship.
That's so crazy. But it is true, Hanli, and I know you believe us, but like we literally cannot think for extended periods of time, and it feels great. When I found out what meditation was, I was like, oh, that's what I do anyway. I was like, that's how I relax. I'm going to do more of it.
This has been good for me.
This has been good for me the whole time. I'm so evolved.
At what point is his response insufficient? Like when you've said this to a guy, has he ever responded in such a way where you were like, fuck you? And what was that response, and why did you feel that way?
It's never, I've never had the fuck you reaction, but I've definitely been like, more? Is that it? And then there's follow-up questions, and then it becomes a conversation about our feelings.
Oh,
wow. Jeez.
Y'all have been there.
Boyfriend.
So really, is that a way for you just to actually discuss feelings because you feel like that's what you want to do?
Nah. I mean, I said that as a rounded term. No, I mean, I think it just goes back to when a guy is staring into space, thinking about nothing, that whole idea is so foreign to a lot of women, because we're always thinking that when we see that, we're like, something must be wrong. Because if we do that, it's because something is normally off.
Noted.
That is what's weird. And I think we all understand this, but we all forget it. For women, silence is bad. For men, silence is good. Like if a woman is silent and you're sitting there at dinner and she's just looking at you, tapping her wine glass, like she's mad. If a man is just sitting across from you at dinner staring at you, silently tapping his wine glass, he's so happy. He's just like perfectly happy.
So,
Wow.
So just so, Hanli, that you know this and that all women know this, the worst time to ask that question for a man is after sex.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to talk about a moment in time where a man is not thinking about anything, it is that time. And yet that is the time that most women feel is the most appropriate to ask that question.
Yeah. You nailed it. You nailed it. I'm taking that as a lesson because you're right. You're right.
Because guess what men are thinking about? I got to the point where sometimes it's just like, Justin, you're going to start just being honest in this scenario. And I remember this happened several years ago. And the sex had happened, love, whatever it may be. And literally, I was thinking, we had sex, I'm just staring up at the ceiling. I was like, oh, when was the last time you ate today? You just expended a large amount of energy. Oh yeah, you're really hungry. You plan on working on the morning. Do we still have cookies? Well, what kind of cookie? Oh, I think we have chocolate chip cookies. So what are you thinking about? I'm thinking about cookies. I said, I'm thinking about cookies.
Oh yeah.
Silence, turned over. I was like, did you want a cookie? I'm gonna go get some. No answer.
Oh boy, that's hilarious.
Didn't discuss that for the rest of the evening. I got to go to sleep after the cookies. So really.
Wow.